Hey guys, welcome to Saturday, March 28th. Stay home, get ripped workout. Today's needs as far as equipment are going to kind of depend on the movements that you choose. So watch this portion on the gymnastic skills and bodybuilding strength options. Check the description below for those options and some more links to movements. Google, whatever. Figure out the moves that you want to do, want to practice, and that you have the equipment for. For the conditioning portion, you're going to need a jump rope and probably a light plate or a 5 or 10 pound object for the conditioning. All right, let's start with some dynamic warm-ups. Today I want to start with some hip circles going both directions. It's actually going to be 4 reps to make 1 rep, and we're going to do 10 of these. So first with the right leg, bring the knee up, rotate it backward. Then take the left leg, knee up, rotate it backward. Right leg up to the side and forward. Left leg up to the side and forward. We're going to do a series of 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2. And keep going till 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Next, we'll just do some jumping jacks. I want to do 20 today. And lunge and twist. So lunge it out, make sure there's a 90-degree angle on that front leg. Twist over that front leg. Should feel it in the hips. And come back up. Left leg down. 90 or so degrees in that front leg. Twist over. And back up. We're going to do 10 total, 5 each side. Again, trying to keep that front knee at a 90. All right, let's do some shoulder circles. Start them nice and big and forward. Cross those hands over in front. Nice and big. Slowly bring them to tighter circles. Out to the side, still going forward so they're nice and tight, and then stop and switch directions, tight circles backwards, pinching those shoulder blades, slowly widening those circles till the hands are crossing over again. Good, great job. Let's do some squats, 5 air squats, and then we'll do 5 squat jumps. So 5 air squats with a pause, 3 seconds. At the bottom, hips forward, knees out, come back up. 5 of those. And then squat jumps. So hands back, down, up. Try to absorb that landing as much as possible. 5 of these. Good. Got some mountain climbers coming, so let's just do 5 slow mountain climbers with that kind of greatest stretch in the world variation, and then 5 fast ones. So it'll look like this. Bring that foot next to the right foot next to the right hand. Look up, feel the stretch. Back out, left foot by the left hand. Look up, feel the stretch. Let's do 6 of these actually, so we're even. First round's nice and slow. 6 reps of the big mountain climbers. And then we're going to go into traditional mountain climbers, which is just knees to the chest. 6 of those. Okay, should be warm. Press pause, grab a drink of water, and we'll get back to the next session. All right, today's an interesting one. We're going to work on some gymnastics skill work. So we're going to spend 10 to 15 minutes doing one gymnastic skill. So you need to pick one, and then one bodybuilding movement, something you've been wanting to work on. Bodybuilding as in like biceps, triceps, shoulders maybe, bench press, floor press if you don't have a bench, push-ups, that type of thing that isolates those points in your body that you really want to improve. The sky's kind of the limit in gymnastics options, so I'm going to go over a few. There's a bunch down below in your descriptions, so reference those. I've even included some links this time to some pretty neat progressions toward those gymnastic skills. To start, very common gymnastics movement you can do at home is handstand work. You can start with just the basic handstand. Find that bare wall. You may want to take your shoes off if it's a nice wall, if it's a finished wall, so you don't scuff it up. But you can do handstand holds. So that's getting up into the handstand formation. Hands are about 6 to 8 inches away from that wall. You're nice and stacked, pressing hard and up into the ground. Heels. If you want to practice those CrossFit Open skills, make sure that heel's over the line. Point it up to the sky. Now, if you're not comfortable cartwheeling or kind of handspringing up into that handstand position, approach the wall backwards and walk up it till you get to that handstand position and hold from there. Keep pushing into the ground. At the fingertips even are active. Pressing hard and stacked, holding that handstand, and then walk it back down. Okay? Handstand holds. You can always work on your handstand push-ups with or without an ab mat or a pillow under that head to cushion your skull. Kipping, and I don't have strict, so I'm just showing you kipping. All right, you can work on handstand walks if you want. Make sure it's a nice open space if you're working on handstand walks, so that if you fall in any direction, any one of the 4 directions, you're not bashing your heel on a coffee table or something like that. So handstands is one gymnastics thing you can do. You can do dips, work on your dips. Really all you need is a chair for one variation of the dip. Just put your hands on either side of that chair, feet out. Your butt will come down right there. Get those arms to kind of parallel there and press back up. That's one variation of a dip. You can get creative. I don't have a corner up here, but if you have a corner counter in your kitchen, bar, or wherever, you can put your hands on either side of that corner and do dips from that corner. If you have 2 chairs, preferably higher chairs, or if you have bar stools, this may work for me, it may not. Knees back for that. You can do an L-sit. Press. I don't know, that's much tougher. But if you have bar stools, you could picture the extension that I'd be able to get from the bar stools. So dips is definitely an option. Next you have the basic hollow hold. So we've worked on some of that last week, but holding that hollow position, toes are pointed forward, core is active, shoulders are up off the ground, just that butt, like tailbone, lower back is touching the ground, and you're holding. So that's a hollow hold. You can do hollow rocks with that hold. You can do hollows to Superman, like we did earlier this week. So that's attempting to do a hollow hold and then roll into the Superman without breaking that, without using your hands or arms, sorry. And squeezing the glutes on that Superman, squeezing the abs on that hollow hold, and just roll back and forth. What else can we do? Pistol squats and pistol variations, if you have pistols. But basically that's squatting down on one leg, down into the pistol and back up. There are some very good progressions and links to help you in the description below for those. Work on your frog stands. This is kind of a progression into a handstand push-up or a handstand in place, but you're gonna find just above the elbow with those knees and lean up into a frog stand and back. You can practice holding those. And then I don't know what you've got at home. You may have a pull-up situation. You can totally work on your pull-ups. I'll put some variations for pull-ups down below in the description. You can work on strict pull-ups, weighted strict pull-ups, butterflies, or kipping for those. Sky's the limit really, and if you have a pull-up bar, you can probably work on your toes to bars, knees to elbows, some variation there. Again, reference all of the examples in the description. Google what you want, because there's far more gymnastics examples than that. For the bodybuilding part, like I said, bicep curls. You can do regular curls. You can do hammer curls. You can do 5, 5, and 5, where you curl halfway and down. Then the other half for 5. And then the whole range of movement for 5. Good bicep burner there. You can do dumbbell floor presses for bench. So just get on the floor if you don't have a bench and work on your pressing. Bench press style, but from the floor. You can obviously do push-ups. And you can do shoulder presses. You can also do shoulder raises, lateral, front, and rear or back lateral shoulder work. And then you can do any variation of squats with dumbbells in hand or whatnot, racked, for your legs. So those are the types of skills we're talking about and bodybuilding movements. You're going to do 1 gymnastic skills and 1 bodybuilding movement for roughly 10 minutes or so. This is just practice, and then for the bodybuilding, getting those reps in. All right, now's the time to press pause, figure out what you're going to do, and just, set a timer for 10 minutes, and I'll see you back here for conditioning. All right. Great job on the strength, gymnastic skills. For today's conditioning, we have 4 different movements. You're going to do each of these movements for 40 seconds, then take a 20-second rest. You're going to do 5 rounds of the 4 movements. So you'll do all 4 movements, and then you rotate back to the first for 5 rounds. Okay? The first movement's very simple, jumping jacks. So you're going to do jumping jacks for 40 seconds. So you're going to do 40 seconds of jumping jacks and then rest for 20 seconds of the remainder of that minute. Then you're going to go into single unders or double unders with that jump rope. Single unders. Or double unders. If you don't have a rope, no sweat. We do what we call penguin claps or hip claps. So for single unders, clap once. You can speed that up if you want. For double unders, clap twice. A little higher jump, but my body's staying vertical. Get those 2 claps in for the double unders. So you're doing that for 40 seconds, resting for 20 seconds. Then you'll roll into mountain climbers. You know mountain climbers. You can either do the wide option, bringing that foot up by the hand for those, or you can do the fast option, knees to chest. Either way, try to keep track of those reps, especially the first round, so that each round after that, you're trying to meet those reps. So I got 20 mountain climbers in. I want to get 20 mountain climbers in the next time I do them, etc. After mountain climbers, this is kind of a different one than we've done. It's abs with a plate switch. So it's that 5-10 pound weight. Doesn't have to be a plate. And your heels are off the ground, knees are bent, and you're just passing that plate or object under the legs from the side, it looks like. Core is constantly engaged in that kind of V hold, and you're passing that plate underneath your knees. 40 seconds of that, 20 seconds rest, roll right back into those jumping jacks and keep going. Again, it's 5 rounds, so that's the 20-minute clock. You don't have to set it for a round timer, but it might be easier. So there are links to timers below in the description. You can use that or just run a 20-minute clock and pay attention. Every 40 seconds, take that 20-second break. You're going for 80 to 85% effort for these movements because you do have that 20 seconds of rest. So really push it during those 40 seconds. All right, press pause and have at it. Great job on that conditioning. All right, for a finisher today, we've got banded pushdowns, 100 total banded pushdowns, and 100 banded pull-aparts. These are kind of meant to be fast and explosive. Hopefully you have a band. If you don't have a band, I'll show you an option for not having a band right after this. So if you have a band, tie it around something high, above your head at least. Grab that band kind of in the hammer position with those hands, and you're going to pull that humerus down so that it's parallel with your torso, your body there, and then push down. Down and out, basically, with those hands. 100 times. These can be fast. Just get them through. Now, if you only have, say, a bungee, it's going to be a little harder, especially overhead, maybe somewhere in your garage. You could hook that top one into something or around something and into the hook. And you're going to have to do one arm, single arm push downs. Okay? Same premise. Hammer grip. Humerus is in line with your torso. I'm pressing down. Pushing down. Okay, so 100 push downs. Then you're going to want to do 100 banded pull aparts. Again, if all you have is a bungee strap, no big deal. You're going to want to find something that will allow your arms to fully extend. Neutral grip on these and out. If you want it to be more work, tighten up on that bungee if you can. And then you're pulling apart straight across the chest. 100 of those. You can try to do all 100 at once. You can do 4 sets of 25, whatever you want. Just get those 100 reps in of both. All right, that's the finisher. If you're willing to join us for the shutdown challenge right after this, stick around, press pause, and go to it. Welcome back. Now for the shutdown challenge. The reps will be in your description. I'm going to demo the movements right now. First you have ab mats. If you don't have an ab mat, you can use a folded sweatshirt. You can even use a couch pillow, small pillow. Tuck that object of cushion, lumbar support up against your tailbone. Feet face each other. Your legs are in the butterfly position. Back, touch the ground, up. Make sure your shoulders cross the plane. That's an ab mat sit-up. Next, after that is lunges. It's pretty straightforward. Try to find that 90 in the knee. Don't track too far over the toe. Stand back up. Same thing. Alternate legs. Make sure that stride's wide enough to find that 90. After lunges, push-ups. Push-ups look like this. Chest to the ground, if you can. Knees, if you can't do feet from the foot position. And if you need to scale even further, find a bench, ottoman, chair, and do the push-ups to the bench. And last but not least, we have burpees. Burpees, drop to the floor, jump up, or up downs or squat thrusts, plank out, up. Okay, enjoy that challenge. We'll see you tomorrow for the next Stay at Home Get Ripped workout. Thanks so much, you guys. Hey folks, really appreciate you tuning in. Please do us a favor, press that like button, subscribe, find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, like us, follow us. Stay healthy.